Hi, this is Prabhaker diamond fitting specialist. Greetings from India. Namaste. Let us discuss about the process of bezel setting. Here I have taken a coral ring. The coral is a Taiwan coral. Firstly, I filed the coral stone. The sides of the down roundly or oval. Here the stone is oval shape. The grip comes to the stone to set in that place. Here I watched the stone is filed to some extent. Now I hold the stone to the other side. The stone is gently filed up to when I got the desired shape. It will lost its smoothness in the background so that the stone will fix in the gold frame very easily. I checked here the roughness of the coral stone. The coral is filed total to its background oval shape. It is a sharpened stone where gems should be cut and tools are used to sharp. Now I check is it sits in the gold frame properly so that the gold should be cut with the help of pins, and then the coral should be fixed in that. It is some extent it is nice to bring the roughness in the background of the coral. I gently file that coral. Now it is a time to fix the coral ring in the gold frame by bezel setting. I cut the gold from inside the frame 20% so that the coral should be fixed in that. The ring is folded in a paper. The paper is a 3 or 4 fold so that the ring will not slip from the ring clamp. The ring is fixed in a ring clamp and the screw is tightened. The ring should be in a proper way. It will not be in a cross position. If it is in a cross position, then there is a problem while fitting the stones. After it is placed in a proper position, I tighten the screw of the ring clamp. When the coral fixes in that, the gold is covered with the help of tweezers and a pin. The gold slowly moves towards the stone. I beat the pin on the sharpened stone in intervals so that the point of the pin it is easy to pull the gold towards the stone. It is sometimes that may, if not done well or done fast without the knowledge of this setting, then there is a problem. May touch the stone and the stone gets any scratch marks with pin or graver. Yet finally the coral should be cleaned with the cloth or buff so that the scratch marks will be left out. The gold of the thin layer should be surrounded around the coral when engrave has been done so that the coral should not fall out. Here on the sharpened stone, I want to sharpen the pin so that it can cut the gold very easily. The gravers that are used are diamond graver or ordinary graver. The diamond graver takes a little bit time to polish it, while an ordinary graver is easy to polish. The tools here used to polish the ordinary graver are a sharpened stone, which is rough on one side and a little bit nice on other side. Then after that, nice and thin sharpened stones are there, which they are used for polish. After that, a polish paper is used to make a stunning and designed hand engraved gold ring. Needs perfection, dedication, and moreover is concentration. The ring that has made a look of glitter, which compose the design and structure of both stone setting and hand engrave, which typically know for the best use of the tools that are mastered. The total stunning jewelry piece is polished and the ring is outperformance of the art and enlightened. The engrave is should be done design of the art and artists are to perform and precise designs to collect the extraordinary looks of the gold jewelry that can be outperformed and gives glimpse of the total ornament. Here I check the coral in the gold frame which is I want to fix in that, and I knows it is some time takes and gold is cut again from the gold frame. How the pins are sharpened on the sharpened stone. Let us see. The pins are fixed to pinvise, hold in the hands, and it is easy when we get a rough stone which is used to sharp the stones. Then after that the nice sharpened stones are used to sharp the pins so that the pins will not break. I used here the polish paper to sharp and polish the pins. The pins that are sharpened well are easily to cut the gold from the gold frame. I gently check the coral stone that it fixes or not in the gold frame. I placed on the gold frame the coral so that I can adjust it. The stone's edges on the background of the coral is gently filed so that the coral can fix in the gold frame properly. It will not slip. Now the coral gets the grip after it is filed on the sharpened rough stone. The sharpened stones are used for gem cutting and to sharpen the tools also. Now I want to lift the gold with the help of pins so that it can fix the stone on the structure of the frame. Because it has been done, the frame is thin. If the frame is thin, then I needed to lift the grains inside the frame so that the coral would be properly fixed in that frame and it will not slip to its background. So many gold grains inside the gold frame which I lifted. It makes some pattern so that the coral stone will not fall from its background. Let us know how to hammer gold towards this stone. The pin is I made here is a little bit sharp. The point of the pin so that it hammer gold towards the stones, and there should be no gap between the stone and the gold frame. I fix the coral with a glue from its background so that it will not move from its place. The pin is hammered with the help of tweezer or any hammer is used. As I found there is a gap between the stone and the gold frame. That gap will be closed with the help of a pin that is hammered the gold towards the stone. Let us know how to make the pin to push the gold. The pin is made with grain tools which are damaged. Then the pin is gently foiled to make it further sharp at the point, but it is beaten to sharpen rough stone again and again so that it should not be extra soft. It is like that. Then the pin may slip onto the stone a little bit rough so that it can gently push the gold towards the stone. Here I taken care while hammer the gold towards the coral so that the pin will not slip onto the coral. If any scratch marks left on the stone, then it will be cleared after the ring is completed. The point of the pin is a little bit rough so that the pin will not slip on the stone. If the pin is beaten on the stone, sharpened stone, then it gets some roughness and the gold moves towards the stone easily. Here I used to hammer gold towards the stone. The tools that are I used are a pin and a big tweezer. When to engrave the metal? Now if I check with an eye loop or found that there is no gap, then the time is to engrave the metal. Some gold is left around the stone so that gold securely holds the stone in its place and does not make it to fall out. The process of engrave the metal with the help of a graver. A graver is used to engrave the gold so that the glimpse comes to the gold so nice. The total metal is engraved where I started to push or hammer the gold towards the stone. That must be engraved to make it a glimpse to shine. Here I started to engrave the gold frame. I left some space. I left some gold around the coral so that there is a grip to that coral and the coral will not fall out. Then all the process of engrave is done. Then it is a time to polish. How to polish the metal? A soft polish cloth is used to make the gold to polish so that any scratch marks left on the stone must be removed. Then the total ornament is ready. The ornament shines in its way that makes it a total secure of the stones that are fixed by the use of a bezel setting. The gold covers and secures the stones in its place. Here I engrave the gold around the coral. The graver will be checked thoroughly that it is not slipped onto the coral, and the pin also I used to hammer the gold towards the stone, which may not slip. The tip of the pin is a little bit rough, and it is beaten on the sharpened stone with the help of a tweezer so that it can lose its sharpness and give a proper look or hammer properly the gold towards the stone. If any scratch marks left on the stone that are polished with a soft cloth or buff in bezel setting, the gold frame moves towards the stone. Here it is gold solid. I used it to hammer with the help of a pin and a tweezer. After that I used to engrave. Significance of a bezel setting. The following are the properties which are beneficial in bezel setting are the gold moves towards the stones and there is no gap between the stone and the gold frame, and then the gold frame is engraved. Some space is left around the stone so that the gold which holds the stone in its place and secures it and the stone will not fall out. The bezel setting is the best way to secure the stones and a proper fitting of the stones in its place. The stones will not move from its place. The gold which is surrounded is engraved to give a glimpse after some thin layer of gold is left for a grip to the coral to hold. The stone never falls again. I engrave the sides of the gold frame so that there is a glimpse of shine on the gold. When the total ring is engraved, the gold around the coral shines and the stone is also secured with a thin layer of gold which is I left around the coral. The total stone setting with the process I used here is bezel setting. In this bezel setting, the coral fixes well in the gold frame. If you like this video, please share, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.